Steel City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined. Lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mountaineers offense will have the first possession of the game. The toughness epitomized from the coal mines of West Virginia, the steel mills in Pittsburgh, and you better have a sturdy jaw in the backyard brawl.
Any name in a rivalry game that's the backyard brawl, sign me up. Both these teams, man, that's what they're about. That's their identity. They'll be ready to throw down.
It's called backyard brawl for a reason. When West Virginia and Pitt played, there's fights on the field, there's fights up in the stands, there's fights in the parking lot after the game. These programs hate each other.
And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. So many rivalries built on proximity, and Pitt and West Virginia have been squaring off in their backyard since 1895.
And it's just crazy to think about. A rivalry that goes that far back, so close to each other, it means so much for a year of bragging rights, Paul.
Well, and the hate started in 1895. Every single year, every time these two teams play, you just see that on the field.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a gap. It's Avant. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's right on target. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Anderson wants to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Panthers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, and they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
To the ground with the back. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, and he's repaying the favor right now with this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Hold it, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Give to the running back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. This offense has a second down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, what a move to get room. And they're able to make the tackle. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. Looking to throw for it. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient most of the time. That drag route's going to come in.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. It'll be a draw. Fakes his man out. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Anderson will throw. It's complete to the right. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Coming after it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Rutgers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Anderson wants to throw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, the backyard brawl is must-see TV, and today is no different. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that dub. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between West Virginia and Pittsburgh plays out.
The Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Rios. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Pitt will line up to punt it away.
Now, 4th down.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Running back searching for a hole. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. I'm curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. He'll do it himself. Oh, it's out! The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
Man, what a blow for this offense. You got the football in the 4th quarter, a chance to go take the lead. Now you turn it over. Your defense is going to have to go out there and step up for you.
West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Here's the give off the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass. But how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now on the move. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
offense back on the field and ready to roll. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Getting some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Oh, he got loose. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got...
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Bringing it back. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
The offense starts with a short field. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. Bounced off his feet. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll try to blast their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they decide to trot out the kicker. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. He got it. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in. Puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. That was fun. And it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.